Hi, Tiki Time Gal. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to decorate up these terracotta pots. My fiance got them from a thrift store. They were a little dingy and dirty and used, so I scrubbed them up. I got one that's this little short stout one. I've got one that looks like this. I have 4 that are these taller ones. This is short stout. These are a little taller. I got 4 of these. And I have 2 of these bigger ones. I scrubbed them up the best I could. They are used, to say the least. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint them up, and we're going to decorate them with bling and pearls and all kinds of wonderful things, bling mesh and things. And we're going to decorate them up so that they look really nice. And we're not going to decorate the insides because you're going to be putting plants in here, and you don't want to contaminate the soil or anything with anything, so that it will not hurt the flowers or the plants that we're going to be putting in them. But we are going to decorate the outsides. So if you stick around with us, we're going to do them all up real pretty. You can do them any way you wish. So I'm just going to give you ideas on what to do and how to do yours. And you can decorate any pots that you want. They don't have to be terracotta, but we're going to do them up, and you can get ideas from what I'm doing and do them yourself. So I have some acrylic paints here, and the first step we're going to do after we've cleaned and scrubbed them up and dried them completely is we're going to paint them. So that's what we're going to do here today. I've got my little setup here, and we're going to start painting them. I'm going to set this to music and put it on speed it up so that you can watch me as I paint them. And then after they're dried, we're going to put a second coat on probably, because we'll probably need a second coat, maybe even a third coat. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. And then after that, we will start blinging them all up and putting different little embellishments on them so that they are really pretty. So follow me down here on the desktop, and we will get started. Okay, I have a big, thick paint brush here, and I have some paints. And I have an ice cube tray here that I'm going to use as my palette to hold the paints. So we're going to squirt some paint here in this paint tray. And we're going to go ahead with our first pot. I'm going to go ahead and paint it. This here is metallic sparkle fuchsia. Sparkling fuchsia is the name of this paint, and it's by Folk Art. I'm not going to paint the bottoms because there's no point to. I'm just going to paint the sides. We're going to let those dry, and we'll come back when they're dry for a second coat. Now, I also found in my stash, I have 4 of these, like small, medium-sized pots. I have 4 of these, and then I have 6 of these really tiny ones. I got these from the Dollar Tree. I think you get 2 of these per package for $1.25, and you get, I think, 3 of these per package for $1.25. I'm going to go ahead and paint these up as well. The other ones are drying. I've been putting second and third coats on some of them. Some only require 2 coats. Some are going to require like 4 coats. So I've been doing those off camera, but I'm going to go ahead and do the first coats on these on camera, and then I'll finish them off camera, and then we'll come back and put the bling on them. So here we go. We're going to do this in a time lapse, so with some music so that you can see, and I'll put the names of the colors like I did before on the bottom of the screen here, so you can see what I'm using for the paints. So here we go. And there we go. I'll go ahead and put a second coat on everything, or third coat if it needs it, and we'll be back to decorate them all up with embellishments and bling. Okay, it is the next day, and I put two coats on everything. Some of them, like the yellow one, the green one, and the red one, required 3 or 4 coats. And on some of the pots, like this dark green one, this fuchsia one, this peach one, this tan one, and some others, this brick red one, I put 2 thick coats of Mod Podge Sparkle. This stuff. Mod Podge Sparkle. I get this from Walmart. It's like $8 or $10 for an 8-ounce jar. And it puts sparkle on everything. So I didn't do it to all the pots, particularly the ones that had the flash paint. I did not do it to because I wanted the flash to show up. But like the ones that had like the matte finish, I went ahead and put 2 coats of thick Mod Podge Sparkle on. And they're dry. Everything's completely dry and it's ready to go. I have come up with things I wanted to do to the pots. And in each pot, I have the stuff inside them that I'm going to do. So I have them all laid out here, ready to go. I have decided that I'm only going to decorate the rim because I need to be able to stack them inside each other to store them because I don't have plants for them all at this time. And in order to do that, if I were to put things on this part of the pot, they wouldn't be able to stack inside each other. But if I only decorate the rim's exposed when you stack them. So that way I can put stuff on the rim and still stack them to store them. So if you want to decorate this part of the pot, go ahead and do it. By all means, you can do it any way you want. It's your pot. You do what you want it with. But I'm going to do it for the sake of storage. I'm going to only decorate the rim. I've got everything under the sun, from little bows to ribbon, to bling from the Dollar Tree, pretty lace and trim, little embellishments, stickers, lettering, lace, these little stones that you get that you sometimes get for your aquarium, just everything, beads, pearls, you name it, tassels, I've got it. So what I'm going to do with this video in particular, since it's such a wide range of stuff and it's so varied, I figured what I would do is I would put it on a time lapse and slow it down a little more than I usually do, because I usually do 400 times. I'll slow it down to like 250, 300, and that way it's going faster than normal, but it's slowing down a little bit more so you can pay attention to what I'm doing and see it better. I'll put you on the desktop. We'll zoom you in a little bit, but not too much, because you got to be able to see what I'm working with. And just, you can follow along and see the ideas that I'm doing, the things I'm putting on and things, and you can get an idea for yourself of things that you can do for your pots. I'm not going to go through each and every item that I'm using, where I got it from, how much it costs and stuff, because it's just too much to go through. I will tell you, I pick up all my items from everywhere, from Goodwill, Walmart, Joann Fabrics, Michaels, Hobby Lobby, thrift stores, online. I get it from Simon Says Stamp. I get it from eBay. I get it from Amazon. I get it from Wish. I get it from Temu. I get it from everywhere. I'm always on the hunt for new stuff. I go into a store and I always gander around. I go to CVS. I look at the office supply aisle. Sometimes they have some crafting stuff. You never know when you're going to run into something odd or unique in those places. Like I found those bling, that folder full of bling at CVS for like $7. I was like, wow, this is really unique. I've never seen anything like this. And you just never know when you're going to run into something unique. So when you go into a store, have a gander at the office supply aisle. Maybe you'll find something that's unique and different. And you'll be like, wow, I can use that for my crafting. You never know what you're going to run into. So have a gander around. I also go to Ross. I also go to uh, Home Goods, different places like that. You can find stuff just everywhere else. I've found ink pads. I've found stencils. I've found different things. I found silicone molds at Ross before. You never know what you're going to find. You just got to keep your eyes peeled and just scan around and see what you can find. It pops up everywhere. Crafting is really getting to be a big thing in the community. People are always giving things to Goodwill and stuff for crafting. You can find a whole bag of bows for like 50 cents, and you can use those in your crafting. Or you can find silicone molds, a whole bag of beads or something at Goodwill, and you can think, hey, I can use that. And you just look around. You never know. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this time lapse thing, and I'll slow it down a little more than I usually do so you can get an idea, and you just follow along with me, and maybe I'll use something in my video today that you never thought of, and you're like, oh, I can try that. So we'll do that. I'm going to put you down on the desktop, enough of me flopping my gator, and we will get it started. And there you have it. We have all the pots decorated. We have big ones. And they stack. We have the next biggest ones. They stack as well. Oh, we have this one too. We just did this one. We have these. They stack as well. Then we have the little ones. they stack as well. And that's what I needed them to do. I needed them to stack so that I could sort them. So we prettied them all up, made them look special, and I just did different ideas that I had. You can use some of my ideas or create some of your own with what things you have in your stash. Pearls, gems, rhinestones, sequins, glitters, glues, paints, gems, ribbons, laces, whatever you have in your stash. Or you go out and give this an excuse for you to go shopping and get some new stuff that you can put on them. It's an excuse to shop. Why not? So, everybody have a real great day. Thank you for stopping by my channel and viewing my video. And everybody have a great day. Thank you very much. Catch you on the flip side.